All right, so volume 11 shows you right there. Volume 11, no matter how I look at it, it's your guys' fault. I'm not popular. Or Watamote, which is the abbreviation for um, the Japanese title. Um, Written by Nico Tanegawa, or presented by Nico Tanagawa. It's actually two people that write this. One is an artist and one is a writer. So let me see. This was made in, I believe this came out in 2017. Yeah, it came out in 2017, so almost 10 years old. I read this one really fast because I wanted to read number 13 because 13 has a really cool thing. This one's 12, and I think number 13 has the coolest cover. It has this. That's pretty cool. And look at all these friends of hers. So number 13, I'm really looking forward to reading. Um, the the story has changed drastically. It's almost like we have a different character here. She's more out of her shell. She's talking to a lot of people. She's making a lot of friends. I don't want to spoil it too much. But basically, this is a completely different character than what we got in the beginning from volume 1, 2, and 3. So we're in volume 11, and she is completely different. I don't know if I should spoil anything, but my thoughts and reactions on the book itself, on volume 11, this book was okay. This volume was okay. It was more like a casual volume. Like it's not groundbreaking, it's not pivotal. Well, it is a little pivotal. Um but basically it's just more character development of Tomoko and her life, and her life is changing drastically. Well, not drastically, but gradually. Her life is gradually changing. So she's still kind of herself, but she's more mature. And all in all, I would say volume 11 is pretty basic, pretty mid. Now, does that mean that I hate it? No. It's a good one, but it's just like a casual read. It's good, but it's not great, and it's just like a regular, like one of those dull volumes. It's like I don't hate it and I don't love it. It just fell in the middle. It did its job. It did what it was supposed to do. There were some funny pieces in it, but all in all, it was just a little bit more of the same. So I'm glad I got over that one. But as far as like recommend you read it, I mean, if you're a fan of the series at volume 11 already, if you're already at volume 11, then yeah, of course, if you love the series, read it. But if you don't love it, then don't read it. But me, that's my favorite character, and I like to see her. I want to see her progress and see where things go. So for me, it's a yes because it's my favorite character. But for someone else, I would say, there's better manga out there than this one. But I'm gonna read volume 12 because I'm a fan of the actual series. So I'm gonna I'm gonna read 12 and 13 and 14, 15. I think I got. Wait, what the hell do I got? 13. At 13, I got 14. 14 is starting to look like she has so many friends. Like, Jesus. And 15. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. She's if you want me to spoil, I'm gonna spoil it a little bit. First off, she had no friends, right? So in the beginning, she has no friends. She has social anxiety, but then she has these little encounters with friends here and there, with a librarian, which is her own age, with her old friend from from middle school shows up, and then she has a relationship with her brother, which hardly talks to her, and then she had a relationship with her cousin that visits her every year. So these relationships, even though she's alone, she's starting to pick up all these little relationships. Then she goes on to a trip, and then she has to be stuck in a trip for 3 days with these four girls that are a bunch of loners and losers and rejects, basically the leftovers of the classroom. And she doesn't become friends with them, but she becomes acquaintances, and then they start to run into each other in school. Then they start to be friendly, and it just gets so complicated that in the end there's like fucking 20 people that she knows, and she's in these big groups. And the thing is that she meets people for the wrong reasons. Like, a lot of the girls are attracted to her brother. So a lot of girls see her with her brother, and they're like, wait, why is that girl talking with her brother? And they get curious about her, and they start to talk to her, and they try to ask her, like, they're just like a bunch of a bunch of misunderstandings that leads to relationships and leads to friendships and acquaintances and stuff like that. So it's pretty complex, but it's still fun and interesting how complex they can get it, and how popular she can actually become, because by now she probably knows about 15 people. So 15 or more people. So she started off as a loner that doesn't talk to people for a whole year, and now she's talking nonstop to people, even boys. She even talks to boys and all these other people, so adults, everything. So she's becoming popular, or not popular, but famous. Like, she's becoming known to everybody. Plus, a lot of the things that a lot of her relationships are built because of one of her teachers helps her get out of her shell and forces people to talk to her and stuff like that. It's just like, it's a very complicated series. So I heard that people really relate to this character Tomoko. So that's why a lot of people love the series, and she is very relatable, because if you have any type of social anxiety or anything, you'll relate to that. Like, especially like if you have no friends, like in real life you have no friends, but you go to the store and you're like, oh, I'll just go to the store and I'll go buy snacks. What you don't realize is that you're going to the store to hopefully get friends, but your excuse is to buy snacks. And sometimes the snacks, you kind of like cop yourself out of not talking to people, but you would like to have friends. It's kind of complicated. You got to really read the book. I would suggest for any beginners to read volume 1, 2, and 3. Skip 4 and then read volume 5.